a game of ZenAku versus ShOckWavE, and they're talking about how cold their hands are. So I think we're going to be in for a bit of a blunder game.
Yeah, this goes pretty well because this is Neo Planet S, a very cold map. So definitely feeling the game out of here.
Some dancing going on here. Will he throw down the pylon, or is he just going to try to slow this hatch down as long as possible? What do you reckon?
It looks like he's just going to try and micro this and get his hatch down. Ooh. The question is, okay, there he goes right there. I was going to ask, the question might have been if he's going to pylon block that, but it looks like he's not.
Yeah, well, I mean, looks. I'm wondering what ZenAku's going to do with that probe. He's going back to check, see if any gas is, going up. But I don't know. I think it's a little bit risky with the Zerglings just popping out. So, yeah, I think it might just get away.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh.
And we have a Forge Fast expand here by ZenAku, really standard. Should prompt a third base coming up for Jake. For ShOckWavE, up to see.
Yeah, interestingly, the Zerglings are not going after the probe, so maybe the cannon has been delayed yet. The cannon has just gone down.
This is a little bit scary, because if he puts a pylon here, he's only got one Zerg. Oh wait, a drone. That's really ballsy, because if he put a pylon there, these Lings are way out of position, but...
Yeah,
really
at least he now knows the third's there. I mean, the Zerg could have been really sneaky. Oh, wow.
Ooh. Oh, nice reaction time right there by ZenAku, just blocking that off.
Is he gonna... Yeah, nah, he got this. Yeah, no, I was just saying before that if he didn't get to see that third go down, then he could have cancelled the hatch and just gone like for some all-in or something, but it's really good that he did see that go down.
Yep, so standard third base by Jake. We'll have to see if he shifts off to an all-in, or if he shifts to Hydras, or maybe something completely different, maybe Swarm Hosts, although he's been saying he doesn't really use Swarm Hosts that much.
So who do you think, who are you going for here? Who do you think's going to have the lead at this point? I've played ZenAku really before, but I haven't played much.
ZenAku was telling me before the games, we were just having a bit of a chat, and he says he doesn't really like to make Stargate. And I think the meta right now, Stargate is really the best option for Protoss against Zerg. The Robo, it's viable, but it really gives Zerg a lot of freedom into either go Muta or just do whatever build they're really going to do. You do get the Colossus out earlier, but the map control that the Phoenix or just any air units really give is just really nice for Protoss. We'll have to see what he goes for.
Okay, so I think we can safely say that you're definitely thinking ZenAku is going to take this one?
Oh no, Jake, because he goes, he doesn't go Stargate, and I think that's not the meta right now. The best Protoss strat seems to be Stargate.
Yeah, Stargate is quite popular at the moment. I mean, between Phoenix, Oracle, Void Ray, and even Tempest, it's just that's useful the whole game. So, but ZenAku, throwing down that Robo, so look, maybe we'll see. Oh, we're seeing a Roach War, and this looks like a Link's Liberty game.
Yeah, it really does. It doesn't look like he's going to go all in with this Robo as well. We'll have to see, but yeah, it just looks like it's going to be standard and take a third base. And we'll see if he can either hold that, or if Jake will just go for the macro response and get a fourth behind seeing that third.
Well, looking at the opener, he's getting that fast +1, but he's also getting gas at the same time. So I assume that he won't be going for any daring attack. And it does look like he's going to be taking his third expansion right now with that probe at the third. I think, yeah, is that? Oh, okay, yeah, there we go.
Seeing the income.
You go down there. I just want to see if that's a pylon or if no, it is a probe.
Yeah,
okay,
looks like a third base.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe he's going to do some pressure.
Double Evo chambers coming down for Jake. Looks like he really wants to get those upgrades going. Standard lair. I'll have to see if his choices from seeing if it's Robo, he could actually just go Muta. Oh, it looks like he's going Hydras, and yeah, we do have Burrow on the way. I'll have to see what he goes
and
with
the Hydralist Den. I don't know what to say when you see Burrow and a Hydra Den.
Yeah,
could you care to explain that?
I don't think you can really do any plays off of that. It might just be he just wants to get Burrow. Like,
sure.
It doesn't really look like you really can't do any like monster crazy stuff with Hydra. Maybe he's going to anticipate like 2 base aggression, he'll burrow and then unburrow, but I don't think so. So yeah.
Well, I was just thinking to myself, like, I mean, he has got the robo, but does he have an observer? I mean, is that the observer there, right?
See, yeah.
Yes,
so
it is.
it's probably just I'm gonna get it because whatever.
It's just yeah, I think yeah. Okay. Well, we'll have to see. Maybe he and but you know.
Turn this mouse sensitivity up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's really crappy.
Boom.
Yeah, it's a bit better for you.
Yeah.
You can just use the keys as well, remember?
True. Oh, that is so much better, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really easy block off here with these rocks.
Yeah, I like that block off there. And the cannon going down. He'll secure that fairly easy. I wonder if he's going to transition to that popular sky toss, or if he's just going for some 3-base timing.
Yeah. Obviously, that takes a long time to get. That's usually something that they naturally get when they're trying to transition to like 4th base. But ultimately, that's like every Protos's goal because it's kind of unbeatable right now. But in saying that, I don't think Protoss is OP because Zerg has some really nice mid-game aggression that they can do to kind of prevent that.
I think that did he just lose his mothership core? Or was that an observer or something? Just got killed.
Yeah.
Which Hydralisk? Let's take a look, see if we can find it.
Might have been that observer because I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe nothing died. Oh, there's a little blue speck going on.
Okay. Well. Oh, we do see a Spire coming down. I don't think that's actually going to be for Mutas. That'll be for Corruptors for the Colossus, because you would never see an Infestation Pit go down with the Spire if you're going to go Mutas. So that's definitely going to be for some Corruptors, I anticipate.
And Colossus now coming out for ZenAku.
1-1 finishing.
You know, and yes, he's starting his +2. So, yeah, ZenAku is definitely preparing for, I think, a 3-base sort of timing. I don't see there's no Stargates going down, so we're not going to see that popular Sky Toss. Yeah, I think that at this point, I'd say with the current metagame that ZenAku might be a little bit behind if it gets later game with this type of unit composition, but maybe he'll surprise us. You know?
Yeah, we'll see. Inevitably, Protoss have to like chuck down Stargates at some point. At some point, they have to get the Stargates. Generally, when they transition to a 4th base or getting close to that, and then it's up to Zerg to really step up the mid-game aggression and do like a big. I anticipate Jake to do a big shove with Hydras and Corruptors and Lings, and that's what he's gearing up to do. Maybe when 2-2 finishes. What do you think? What do you think ZenAku's game plan right now is?
I think he's just trying to find a good timing. So like scouting with a Phoenix to see what's coming. I mean, he's committing to quite a lot of tech. You know, the Colossus range, the speed lot. So maybe some sort of charge lot Colossus Archon, because we can see the Templar archives are going down. And I can't imagine he'd be trying to get lots of storms. So I'm thinking of a very strong ground-based army. And yeah, here comes more scouts. So just, I don't know, getting ready to counter whatever he sees. But I don't know, I'm just really interested to see how this works out for him.
I actually really like that he is going to go for Storm right now. Simply because Storm is good against all these units. So if you can get that out, and get a few Templar out, and get some really key Storms, then this army's going to melt.
Well, at this stage, it looks like he's going for everything ground. Like, I mean, he's got Blink, he's got the Colossus range, you know, Storm, and everything. So he's just going for a bit of everything. And I feel that while it is possible to do that, he's going to be very Zealot heavy. Oh.
So when these 11 Corruptors pop... Oh, wow, some Swarm Hosts. Oh, he cancelled it. Okay, so when these 11 Corruptors pop, I assume he's just going to do a big shove with 2-2 and like a handful of Corruptors.
I think ShOckWavE... Is it
ShOckWavE.
Yeah, ShOckWavE, that's right. ShOckWavE, I think that his unit composition is actually going to be very weak against the Storms. Like, he's got no Roaches, and I think that
if he pushes
useful.
In this window when it's not out, then that'll be his best bet. And it looks like he's going to do that.
Yeah, I wonder if they got enough energy as well.
He's going to be really hard pressed to defend this. He's got 13 Corruptors, I believe, or something close to that. And these Colossus are really going to melt, and he's not going to have Storm for this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, but he's getting some... Oh, wow. Wow.
So I think that ShOckWavE has got this.
Okay, so he's got the Colossus down. These are some nice Storms.
Oh, nicely done.
He's going to clean this up. Wow, really nice.
Nicely done.
He's still got to be scared of the reinforcements, but he's really closing the gap in the supply, and I really like that because although he's behind in supply, his units can be more efficient, so it's pretty even right now.
And +3 is on the way, so he's only getting stronger. I think that's a big setback for the Zerg. I mean, yes, you get rid of all the Colossus, but I think at this point, you know,
the scary thing right now is that this map, I'm looking at the bases. It looks pretty hard for Protoss to get a 4th. I think this one might be his best bet, but he's gonna need a lot of cannons.
Well, he's getting tunneling. Is that tunneling claws?
No, that's the roach speed.
No, okay, that's different. Yep.
Okay.
I think good idea to get roaches, but maybe put a few zerglings in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he could have attacked, but I think he was a bit concerned. But
Yeah.
nothing to really be concerned about at this point.
He's really lacking in the AoE. He probably, I don't think he has many storms, and his Colossus count has been reset. So this is, I don't think this bode well really for ZenAku.
I think that ZenAku should be taking a fourth at this point. He's got plenty to do it, and it would just help his gas since he's got such a gas. And look, the Stargate's going up, so maybe we're going to see a mothership itself. I can't imagine we'll see anything else.
We've got Jake coming around this. Okay, now he sees this, and this is what I mean. This is a classic example of not having watchtowers. You have to be really careful about having all this area. Just keeping tabs in all that area.
Yeah, I think he could have extended his
creep. Here we go.
Oh,
big storms.
Wow.
These are really the storms he needs, and he's going to burrow.
I think that was a good burrow too.
Long.
It was a very good time to do that burrow. I mean, it regened while it was going. I don't think he has an observer, so if he's losing this battle, he can always just do that.
This is going really good for ZenAku. Storm, just the best storms he really could have got there, and that's really what he needed, because if he loses that engagement, then well, he's on 3 base, so he's going to run dry eventually.
And ZenAku taking the supply lead for the first time in the game.
Yeah, this could be the end of the game. I think ZenAku might just win right here. These Colossus aren't really, Corruptors aren't really doing much.
Yeah, maybe an overextension of Corruptors. I mean, he's had the Hive, so he could have, made Brood Lords.
This is really that classic example of when, okay, GG. Classic example of when, you kill all the Colossus, but then the ground army, like, they don't really shoot anything after that, and then if they don't rebuild the Colossus, then you kind of, you really need to have a ground army also to really back that up.
Yeah, I think that, what you were talking about, the watchtower is a real big
he was really caught out of position, then he just rushed back. You really want to engage with the Corruptors about 2 seconds before the Roach gets there, so they soak up a bit of damage and kill the Colossus, although there aren't any Colossus, but anyway. And then because he was rushed down in that corridor, the Storms, he just laid down Storms in a line, and that really, like, just... best storms you could have ever got there.
That's right. I mean, you can't... There's no excuse really for not scouting. I mean, you have Zerglings, you have Overlords, and you have creep spreads. So, maybe, with that, they'll talk about cold hands at the start of the game. That can really play a part,
Yeah, and just because every single wall map and most of the maps on the ladder...
Let's get them to restart.
They all have... Oh, okay.
Yeah, get them to restart because we're...
yeah, so Zergs really need to get used to just having like a few Lings in a line or Overlords in that path to see where the army movements are, because...
Is this the right person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. I'll make sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get our message, but they might not. Hopefully we'll have another game to cast, guys, or we'll have to, go to a different set, which is still fine. Let's see who else is available. Any other matches coming up that we can do? Oh, the lobby's available. Let's go into the lobby.
Go back in this one. I think this is probably like the most interesting game.
It is. It is an interesting game because I think like up and coming people, they've been around for a while, but I don't know. I guess with the new Heartless format, it's always good to see where they're at, and I think they're playing at a reasonably good level.
All right.
Here we go, guys. Yeah. So who are you taking for this game? Are you gonna go with ZenAku?
The last game was
ShOckWavE?
really close. It really came down to ZenAku getting those big storms. I think because this map's probably a map that Jake's a bit more familiar on, and he'll definitely have these watchtowers, he probably won't get caught out. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Jake. Even though he lost that last game, I feel like he can win. I don't know. It can go either way, but I'll probably go with Jake on this one.
So when you say Jake, who's Jake?
ShOckWavE, sorry. ShOckWavE.
Okay, so
ShOckWavE, Jake, ZenAku, who's David, but I'll just refer to them as their in-game names.
Well, didn't ShOckWavE go to Korea?
Yeah, he participated in the GSL...
The Code A qualifiers?
B, something like that, and he got knocked out by Revival, I think, on the first round. Obviously, if you're going to get Revival, that's a really tough opponent.
Yeah,
so
I mean...
beating him would have been a really big accomplishment in itself,
definitely.
but unfortunately, yeah, he got knocked out by him, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Well, it's always fun to play against, the pros, and being in Korea, I mean, that's what it's all about. You just gotta, like, have a go and see. Oh,
ooh.
This is just,
okay, just a drone. Oh, it looks like he got his Overlord on 10, not 9. So yeah.
Yeah, and here I was thinking we were going to see some bailing shenanigans.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
But what do you think about this map for the matchup? Has it changed much since HOTS have come out?
Alright, so ZVP, not so much. I feel like it's probably a bit better for Protoss than the last map because the 4th is a lot more easy to take. and getting that Sky Toss is really the late game goal of like just every Protoss right now.
So you're saying the Mothership core is like allowing the Protoss just to take those expansions a lot easier? Is that what?
Oh
is
no,
that what you're
just
saying
the
with that?
architecture of the map. The last one, it seemed pretty awkward to get a 4th. I'm not too sure. You might have to get a Protoss spin on that. But this one, you take